In this video, we'll talk about what Pollen Ndlanya has said about Arthur Zwane at Kaizer Chiefs. We will also give player ratings for the Dstv Premiership match that we played against Sekhukhune United that we lost by 1-0. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host. This is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. I'm a Khosi Football Club, and Pollen Ndlanya, the Kaizer Chiefs legend, has come out and said, I wouldn't say Zwane is experienced enough. He has been there from the development side and played for Kaizer Chiefs, but in terms of coaching, it's a question mark. And I think most of us do agree with it. Vele Zwane does not have experience as many people would like him to have to coach Kaizer Chiefs. But once again, I think this is where a lot of people we disagree with, because my standpoint is always Uguti. Yes, Zwane does not have experience enough, but I don't think he's a bad coach, because I think people are mixing those two things up. Uguti Zwane is a bad coach because he has lost 8 games this season, and they forget Uguti he's currently trying to finish in the top 2. He's in the semi-finals of the Nedbank Cup. All of that doesn't count. He has done all of these things with the new squad, released like 12 players last season, signed 9 new players, and you're expecting with the team to be flying at this point. I feel like it's a bit unrealistic to say that, because this is what Pollen Ndlanya also continues to say. Chiefs is a big team, but I must say you need help. You need to help him with someone who has experience. This is once again the main point of discussion. Uguti, what are people saying? Are they saying Zwane shouldn't even be helped? He should just be discarded and be thrown away? Or are they saying Zwane needs to be helped? Me, I'm one of those people who thinks Zwane can do better with someone on experience who can assist him making better decisions and have advisors. You see presidents of countries having advisors. Everyone has advisors, but Zwane, it's an exception with him. Good, no, he shouldn't get experienced people to assist him. Shepard does not have experience. So how are you expecting the team to do well from the get-go if you are starting off with 2 inexperienced coaches? You get what I'm saying? Guti, there is the element of Guti, yes, he is on number 4 on the log. Imagine if him and Shepard started with a more experienced coach assisting them. Do you think the Chiefs will be in the position that they're in? I think they would be in a much better position, and a much better position is like 2 positions away from them, which is second or first. Because right now, to say you're just going to build a team that's going to compete as Sundowns that has been building over the past 5 years, 10 years in fact, you're going to compete with that Sundowns, no coach who just came on this season. It's unrealistic. So I think this thing that Mr. Pollen Ndlanya is saying here, Guti, you need to help him with someone who has experience. It makes sense. It's suggestion yakhe Pollen Ndlanya was Guti to go and get Mancave. But in this channel, we've already had those kind of debates. Will Mancave actually be a good assistant to Arthur Zwane? Some people have argued that Mancave will not want to come and assist to Zwane because he would feel like Zwane should be assisting him. So him coming to Chiefs and assisting Zwane, will there not be a clash of egos? I am senior than you, so I should actually be assisted than you rather than me assisting you. But that's the suggestion ga Pollen Ndlanya. So it's interesting really to hear Uguti ama legends at Chiefs. I'm yet to see someone, well, ukhona omunye wabo, well, like I see legend omunye nje wakwadlalela Chiefs, but ama legends at Chiefs, most of them who are talking, they talk more about assisting Zwane, because I feel like what Zwane has done so far, where we are in the league, where we are in the Nedbank Cup, it's pretty okay for a team that has just been assembled this year. But if you are talking about next season and he still does the same thing that he's doing this season, then questions should be asked. I feel like we are opposed to helicopter football, but we want helicopter results. We want everything to just take off. And don't get me wrong, I am massively disappointed with the fact that we lost to Sekhukhune. But at the same time, I won't stand here and say, Chiefs should be flying by now. I won't say that. But it's disappointing to lose in the manner that we lost in. And that is why I'm saying that's where you need help in assembling a better squad. But we're now going to move on to our player ratings. But what do you think, guys, about Ndabaga, what Pollen Ndlanya said? Do you think Zwane needs help, or do you think Zwane needs to be replaced? And if he does get replaced, where do you think he should be going? Mina, I will still hold my opinion, Yogoti. I think he should stay and get help, because next season he will also be getting more players that will help him and fit the style of football that he wants to play. On top of that, please do like the video, please do subscribe, because it helps me to reach more people like you. Player ratings. Let's start with Brendan Peterson. He didn't have much to do except that save that he made later on in the game. So quick one, 5. He just gets a 5. Solomon's, Khosi, we appreciate effort. I appreciate effort ka Solomon's of running forward, but most of the times he just ended up not passing Usaile or forcing going where there was traffic instead of passing the ball wide, and because of that we ended up losing a lot of position, because all the time rush, and now with the pace he was not using it kahle. Every time I told Paul and Funboot I catch him. So yesterday's game he was really disappointing for me, so he will get a 4 for that. Go to Frosla, who actually looked lost. I know Guti, he was a makeshift left back, but he has played that position before. So it's not like it's a new thing to him. He just looked lost. I know Guti goal, you can attribute to Guti a lot of things went wrong in there. Dove diving in on the challenge instead of waiting. But also Frosla was caught out of position and he was just casually jogging back. But I won't blame them for a goal. A lot of things happen in that, and I can actually just blame the whole team organization in that goal. But I will also say Guti Guayana in the game, I did not see impact ka Frosla in yesterday's game, so I will also give him a 4. We move on to Dove. They didn't have much to do, ama defenders there, did they? They didn't. They were just there playing, and they were not really forced to making tackles or to mark and anything. So overall I will say Ngezana, Dove, Solomons and Frosla, all of them, they will just get a 4, because at the end of the day it's not like they were trying to help the team going forward in an amazing way. All of them were just the same, because also they were not really tested that much. By the way, I forgot to give today's member shout out. For those of you who are not members yet of the channel, you can become a member by clicking the link on the description below. You get member shout out, you get priority reply to your comments, and you get loyalty badges. And today's shout out goes to Mpo Kitime. I will give a rating Gamashiane later on, and then he will be mad. Anyways, moving on to our midfielders, we have Cole Alexander, who hasn't played in a long time. And we talked about Tuguti. My worry was, how was he going to help Chiefs in the building up stage? Way months before I talked about Tuguti, it seems like he struggles to adapt and to play with the pace that the Chiefs is playing at. And we saw that again. And I'm not blaming him, Guti, he sucked, blah blah blah. He just wasn't match fit. Yabo. So for him, shame. It was the worst game that I've seen him play. I give him a 3, and I'm being generous. Moving on to Samgelo Zwane. Samgelo played, it was more like Cole than Samgelo than Matt Pamwab. It wasn't like Cole anchoring and then the two playing number 8. But Bebeshiana indlela that they were setting up, because Umat was running into the box and then Samgelo would stay outside the box. So that was their setup in a way. So Samgelo is the one that I saw trying, Shem. Uzamile, I will say he tried, it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen, because I have said this thing before, Ugutim, that advanced role, he doesn't play that advanced role better. He plays much better if he's way deeper and he's collecting the ball from the back. From the moment I saw Gutu Cole was the one who was helping collect the ball from the back, I got worried, because I was like, Samgelo is a bit ahead, so that means it doesn't have the full view around it to then distribute passes. So he had to carry the ball and try to move and be even closer to the box. And he's a person who's supposed to make late runs or to create amabola from way deeper. Didn't control the game, it didn't help that much, but he tried. So I'll give him a 5.5. Marty, once again, those snapshots that don't work. Experienced player who's supposed to be telling Zwane, let's try and be organized and play the ball better and combine and make 2 or 3 passes collect the ball from our wide players and just try to make combination passes, 2 or 3 passes, besluleka kustringer together those passes. So once again, Matt had a bad game and I will give him a 3.5. Next is Usaile. Usaile is reaching the point where Ukele Usekhota was ukuthi you just think he's not like thinking things through. He just does it for the vibes and it doesn't happen. And now usengena now dive again lately because now he's so desperate to get something out of the failed moves that he makes that now he ends up making or getting fouls and which are not fouls and diving. So it was a disappointing game. Another 3 again. Dupree, the first chance that he got before we considered a goal, I feel like he could have taken a touch. Take a touch, Ukadoso will be pressured to come across, either foul you or if he's not quick enough, you can take a shot closer to goal. But then he gets the ball, it's an awkward angle, he tries to take a shot, he misses. The rest of the game I didn't see where he was. 4. In fact, I'm being generous. 3.5. Dolly got injured, he didn't naye. Beno Matt, I feel like those 2 players should be one of those players who are saying, guys, we are rushing things too much. I'm the captain, Marty was somewhere in the leadership team. Let's calm things down and try to control the game. Those guys didn't do that. None of them did that. And as senior players, they're supposed to see Uguti things are not working. Solomons, you are rushing things too much. Riv, we are not seeing where you are right now. Dupree, where are you? Sahil, stop rushing. The coach and a grounding. We don't see the players talking to each other. We saw them at halftime talking to each other, but throughout the game, you don't see that, and you need to see that in your players telling each other to come down and to play Pollen Ndlanya right. So Gwayenu Doli, unfortunately, is injured. I think he's out for the rest of the season. That's why I was crying. He had a knee injury. So 4. Mashiane, he was a sub, but I didn't see him the entire game. 3. For the time that was given, because he played from the 60th minute, but he had no impact whatsoever. Matlo didn't have enough time to play, so I'm not giving him a rating. Caleb, I don't want to even talk because people say negative. Caleb 3. Mdu is the player who has the highest rating in my opinion, because he's the only one who seemed to try to do something. Because really, who tried to carry the ball and move forward. Knows one. That is why I don't understand why people are saying the youngsters don't give us anything. Because knows one, even in yesterday's game, they are the ones who gave us more than all the other players that were playing yesterday. So even against in the previous game that we played, Nedbank Cup, who were we even playing? I forgot at this point. But whoever that was that were playing, we had more chances when came on. Yeah, it was Royal AM. We had more chances when we were playing against Royal AM when Umdu came on, because he was the one who was making runs, who was carrying the ball. And Mdlanya that I can actually give a 6.5. When it comes to Zwane Shem yesterday, I don't understand. I still say this. I don't understand why Caleb came on. I don't understand why Umdu Nomatlo came in so late on in the game. I just don't get it. It was really poor. Really poor. He gets a 2. Jengo Cole. Give me your own player ratings down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. And until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.